Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to talk to you guys about a method that has been popularized years ago. It's a little bit older, but it occasionally comes back around that will help you guys get to being able to do 20 chin-ups or 20 pull-ups. And for a lot of guys, you're like, why would I want to do that? Well, there's not only the performance component of it, that's actually a sign of being in very good upper body shape and having strong upper body strength and probably even decent body composition, because if you're fat, you're going to struggle to do 20 chin-ups no matter what. But the other issue is even the development benefits, because again, if you can do 20 dead hang chin-ups, that is going to give you a pretty decent amount of bicep and upper and middle back development. That's a fantastic developmental tool no matter what you're trying to achieve with your physique or your performance. That's a pretty decent goal to reach for, and it's something that virtually anyone can do if they work at it long enough and they utilize this method. At least men. Women, it's going to be a little harder. But healthy men can do this. And it was a method popularized by Pavel Tausalin, who was a Russian strength and conditioning coach that he came up with because he wanted to see if he could get his uncle, who had been a retired Russian soldier who was up in his 40s, and he devised this method so that he could get to 20 pull-ups, and he was able to do so. And what you do is something that you do every day. You hang a chin-up bar or have a chin-up station somewhere in your house or even a tree or whatever, and every day, multiple times a day, you come through and you just do chin-ups. And the trick is, you know what your maximum chin-ups are at any given time, and you make sure you do less than half of that. If you can only do 4, you only do 1 to 2. If you can do 10, you only do somewhere between 4 and 5, 3 and 5. But pretty much every time you pass under that bar or go near it, you stop and you do some. You can even set something up like that at your job, and on your breaks, you go do 3 or 4 chin-ups. But the whole idea is high frequency, high volume chin-ups with sub-maximal weight that you're doing continually. And by doing them all the time, your body adapts to the movement. You get good at doing the movement. You learn all the motor pathways, and since you're never fatiguing yourself because you're never going over 50% of your max reps at any given time, and you're just hitting it with volume and motor patterns over and over and over, it results in you getting really good at doing chin-ups. You get really strong at it. And then once you get strong at it, you can do real volume with those. It allows you to develop a pretty decent amount of development in all of the muscles that are involved, but also just that cumulative work capacity that you build up in those muscles will over time have a cumulative fatigue effect that will bring up your back, your biceps, everything else, in addition to making you stronger, just having better work capacity in those muscles. So it's a fantastic method. I personally started utilizing it again yesterday. I wanted to wait to talk about it until I was able to do it again. I had a friend who made for me a chinning and dipping station years ago here in Texas, and I had it in storage for a little while I was in a different living arrangement. And now that we moved into a bigger place and I had space for all of that, I went and got it this weekend, and I started doing it yesterday after deadlifting. And it's one of my personal goals is to, again, get to 20 dead hang chin-ups. And so this is a tool that I'm using. It's something a lot of you guys can use, and if you're interested in doing it, give it a try. Just be aware that you may not be able to do quite as much back work at the gym during your normal workout sessions once you incorporate this. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.